Alright, hey, what's going on the YouTube? That's SEO0320, representing JVS. I'm back here again for another review for My Hero Academia Season 3. Name of this episode is From Iida to Midoriya. Deku and Iida. I was kind of like going through this with Alicia and Joe, like, what would they do? What would I do in the same exact position? It's evident that there is a person that is leaking information. So, it's like, if somebody's leaking information, then even if the cops think they're going to go this way, it could end up being absorbed, and all the heroes might be in a situation where they're in more jeopardy than what they were in initially. Then you got on the other side of that with what Todoroki was saying, what Iida was saying, and then of course what Deku was saying. Like, they're all coming from a right place, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, would they be more so a hindrance or liability to what the real heroes are trying to do? Like, I get it, and I understand it, and as kids, I think that they positioned it perfectly. I think that based on the plot, and based on the way that the characters facilitate within the confines of this series, their decisions, all their decisions made complete sense. I get them. Now, it's not coming from a conscious state, it doesn't make any sense, but I get every single one of their reasons why they did that. I think that's what, from a written standpoint, I give them credit because it makes sense for their characters and the decisions that they made. Now, with Deku though, like, he looked and saw what Iida had to go through. He knows, and that's why one of the conversations I had with my wife and one of my other friends, I was like, the damage to his arm, I don't know how he can get past that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's gonna have to go through some rehabilitation and some time before he can go into a major battle again. And I really don't know. I mean, Deku is not even an adult yet. Like, he's not a professional yet. So it's like, how can he maintain his body unless, I really don't know. Unless he goes to a different level as far as his ability with what All Might is giving him, I don't really know. Next episode is called All for One. Bakugo, I don't know why they thought Bakugo was going to just be like, oh yeah, it's all cool, he's not going to attack. As soon as this man got the chains off him, he was like, let's go, get out of my face. If you really want to do something, square up. And I was just like, the next thing he said, as soon as his mask thing was off the ground, like, he was like, father. And I was like, oh, snap, this is about to be bad. I really don't know how this is going to turn out. It was some funny moments, definitely, when, the crew got their disguises, and I was like, Creation Girl could have easily created those things. Todoroki made a good point to that. But it was a fun episode. I did like it. I think one of the things about this series is that even when episodes technically are filler, they have validity, they have consequence. There are things that move forward progressively. Like, I really do appreciate that about this show as a whole. But hopefully y'all enjoyed this review. Keep it locked. JVS, we ain't gonna stop. Stay tuned for the reaction later on today. Peace, guys.